Most of us like to play games. I like to play games on my computer. Gaming has become a great addiction to this generation kids. In fact, most of the games are now available for your smartphones. So we can play a computer game in our mobile if it has a great specification. But Google has now introduced Project Stream, where we need not require any high-end computer or any high-end mobile. We need to just have a high-speed internet. In today's video, we will see what Project Stream is and what Google Stadia is with its working. You're watching Beyond, and let's get into our topic. In order to know about these, we must first concentrate on few topics. So let's first see what cloud gaming is. Cloud is generally a virtual storage drive where all our data is stored. We need not carry any hard drives. Once we have access to the internet, we can download the data anytime and anywhere. To know more details about cloud storage, click on the I button to see that video. Cloud computing does not just store data, however, it has many services such as Amazon Web Services, Nvidia Cloud Services. Said that for cloud gaming, we need not require any graphic card, high processor or RAM. We just need streaming boxes and not even the consoles. If we see the history for cloud gaming, it is not Google or Nvidia that started all these. G Cluster was the first company to introduce cloud gaming in 2000. Then slowly Crytek started to follow this. Crytek announced that they were going to use cloud gaming in 2005 for the game Crysis. But they couldn't achieve this due to the poor internet facility at that time and stopped completely by 2007. After all this, Nvidia announced their first beta version of cloud gaming in 2015. But it is still under development. Recently Google developed their project for cloud gaming. It was named as Project Stream. Now after its completion, they have named it as Google Stadia. Just like Google, Microsoft is also developing Project X Cloud. Microsoft, however, will still take time, but Google has just released their project. Google started Project Stream last year. They completed the testing and it's working. Google, after all the completion, they changed the name from Stream to Stadia. The reason they changed is because the name for the project was given as Stream, and for the product they named it as Stadia. The name Stadia comes from stadium. The plural form of stadium is Stadia. Google has also launched a controller, but it is not a must to access Stadia. This controller is built specially for Stadia. It has a great features. This controller has the ability to directly connect with Google game servers and data servers using the internet. This reduces the latency, that is the time taken during any performance. Further, it can be used as a keyboard and mouse with our own computer. The controller is also provided with a capture button to record the games and store it in the cloud if required. Then we can share from the cloud directly. Along with this, they have also provided Google Assistant button in the console. I think Google Assistant doesn't have any use. Stadia is a cloud-based service for gaming. It is just like our Amazon, Netflix and YouTube. To play a game in Stadia, we must subscribe by paying them. After paying for a game, all we need is a normal laptop or a computer with Google Chrome. Even a smart TV is sufficient. We will be able to play the games at 1080 pixels with 60 FPS, that is frames per second. Stadia will be launched within this year. Further, it will be released in 4 countries initially, and they are US, UK, Europe and Canada. If it reaches the required target, they may soon launch in other countries. So based on that, India can expect soon. The game so far announced for Stadia is Assassin's Creed Odyssey and Doom Eternal. Now coming to the working of Stadia, Stadia as said earlier runs on cloud gaming, and generally for a cloud to work we need a high CPU and not GPU, that is graphics. But for a cloud gaming we need a high GPU when compared to CPU. Again, CPU must also be high, but GPU must be more than CPU. Due to this, we need to have separate servers and cannot use the existing ones. Google Stadia uses AMD machines. Google's server machines use 10.7 GPU teraflops, which is far more than Xbox One, PS4 Pro and GTX 1080. Stadia will provide 16 GB RAM and AMD 2.7 GHz processor. The processor and graphics is specially designed for Google, and further we cannot buy it. To reduce the cost, Google has implemented this using Linux, and further all the games run only based on Vulkan, which is just like DirectX. Both Linux and Vulkan is a open source, that is anyone can install and use. Google and the users doesn't have to pay anyone. To run on these two platforms, only the above mentioned two games can be played, while other games may be implemented soon. For the games to run, Google also needs a physical engine, and Google uses Havoc, which is owned by Microsoft. So Google just pays for this. Soon, to avoid this, Google may start to use Unity and Unreal Engine. People interested in gaming can now start to save money to buy games instead of computers or laptops. Soon, India will also get Stadia. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell icon next to it to get instant notification whenever I release a new video. Do share it with your friends and comment on what we need to speak next. Until then, don't forget to think big.